If you've seen any of my videos, you probably know how much I love colorful inks. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. In today's video, I will be sharing 12 new colors of Simon Hurley's stellar inks. Of course, I'll introduce you to all the new colors, but I really want to touch on how much I love these inks, why I love them, and how I use them. So in this video, as I'm sharing the inks and how I like to use them, I'll be incorporating the rest of Simon's release as well as the new color of Astro Paste. So first, let's check out these new Stellar ink pads. Here are the 12 new Stellar ink pads. This is very exciting. They do feature some of the colors that were only available on the Simon Hurley felt pads and are now available on the Stellar ink pads, which are the foam pads, making it really easy to do techniques with them as well as stamp with them. But there are new colors as well, like Fruitcake and Siren Song and Buzzkill, and it's a really pretty rainbow of colors to add to the collection that already exists. And remember, if you have the felt pad refills, you can use them on these pads as well. So let's start by stamping out the colors so that you can see them on cardstock and when they dry. These are really easy inks to stamp, but you have to be a little careful. You can't pound on them the way you would on a felt pad. Just use a small tapping motion. But here are all the colors that are now available in this new release. There are plenty of other colors available from previous releases. Also in this release is the new Astro Paste in High Tide. I love how they release pastes and Astro Paste and all of that in relation to the colors of inks that are available. So you can do lots of layering and having fun adding different textures and looks. Also in this release, you'll find the Snappy birthday stamp set. These cute guys are holding balloons, have party hats, birthday cakes, and there's lots of fun, punny sentiments. And you can get dies that cut out the images and also cut out 2-word dies. Next up, we have the number balloons. These are cling-mounted rubber stamps, and you can get dies that cut each of them out. I like that the 6 and 9 are different, so you can tell them apart easily. Here we have the gifted stencil set. It is a 4 set of stencils that you can create the look of layered presents and bows. We also have the bold candles set. You can see the flames are separate from the candles, so you can do them in different colors. And there's the polka dot set of stencils that you can use individually or all together. There's also the Cue the Confetti layering stencil set. This is a 3-piece stencil set that obviously creates a background of fun celebratory confetti. Now, let me share my top 10 favorite ways to use Stellar inks. One of my favorite ways to use Stellar ink pads is do a direct-to-paper swipe in order to create a mat. So I'll just take the ink pad and run it along the edge of an A2 piece of white cardstock. This is so I don't have to color the entire cardstock because I'll be placing the panel on top of this, but you can see how smooth this ink comes off the pad. That is, first of all, because it's very juicy. Second of all, because it's a foam pad. If you use a felt pad, you're not going to get the same exact smooth look. You may get sort of the reflection of the felt onto the paper. Next, of course, you can use these inks for stamping. And I love to stamp with these inks. The only thing is don't press down real hard when you use these inks. Because of how much ink is on the pad, you want to lightly tap. Maybe you've already done that with your felt ink pads, but I feel like felt ink pads, you really kind of have to get that ink on there in order to get a perfect impression. But with the foam pads, you're really getting a great impression with just one stamping. You don't have to double stamp the way that you do with felt ink pads to get a true color. Next up, we have stenciling. I'm a huge fan of stenciling. I'm sure many of you already know that. I love to do stenciling. It's such an easy way to create a custom color background or image. So I'm using the Cue the Confetti stencil. I have it over an A2 piece of white cardstock, and I have it on a grip mat from Waffle Flower and then on my glassboard studio mat. I'll take one of Simon Hurley's brushes. His brushes are phenomenal and they work really, really well with these ink pads. So I definitely recommend using the two together. They just are complementary and they're perfect together. So the first layer of the stencil, I'll cover the entire stencil with one of the new colors that is Rosy Cheeks. It's not actually a new color to Simon's line. If you're unfamiliar, these Stellar ink pads use the same ink formulation as the felt pads did. It's just a new pad. But so Rosy Cheeks was already in the collection in felt pads. Now you can get it in Stellar ink pads. And I used a couple other new colors there as well. For this one, I just wanted to share this stencil. You don't always have to use every single stencil in the set, and you can think about shifting the stencil rather than just using a second stencil, and that's what I did here. The next way I love to use these pads is to create DIY splatter. Now, there's tons of great splatter on the market, but if you're looking to customize perfectly and create a look that is completely yours, you can create splatter just by using a little bit of the ink pad on a surface like a glass mat and then picking it up with a brush, adding a little bit of water to it, and then picking it up with the brush and then tapping on the brush. And that creates your own splatter, which is really nice because if you're going for a certain color combination and you don't happen to have that color of splatter, then it just creates your own and it looks just as good. I love these three colors together. This is Crybaby, Ultraviolet, and Cold Shoulder. Love these new colors. They're really, really beautiful. Another way to use Simon Hurley ink pads, either the felt or the Stellar, but I love using it with the Stellar, is to watercolor. And again, it's because swiping onto a glass mat or onto paper is going to give you a really smooth amount of ink, and it just makes it a lot easier to add a little bit of water and then pick it up. I like to pick it up with a water brush. This way I can add more water if I need to, but I can keep it kind of dry if I don't need to. So I'm working on some Simon Hurley watercolor cardstock, and I've stamped 3 of the images from the Snappy birthday stamp set, and I'll be using Fake Plant for the first color of these alligator, crocodiles, whatever, and then I'll use some Overzealous. Overzealous is another color that was available in the felt ink pads, but is now also available in the Stellar ink pads. This is probably one of my absolute favorite ways to use Stellar inks is to do ink blending. These are really easy inks to blend. So once again, I am recommending using the Simon Hurley brushes. I really like them for this ink pad in particular. I think it works really well with the Stellar inks, and that is because you have a lot of control over these brushes and because the brushes are so soft and finely packed together that you can get a pretty smooth blend pretty easily. So if smooth blending is not your forte normally, this is a great way to try it out. Of course, use a nice smooth white cardstock as well. That is something that can definitely hinder your ability to get that smooth blend. So I started there with Rosy Cheeks. Next up, I'll use Fruitcake, and you can see that the line between the two colors will, if they overlap, will create a new color, and that is because these inks blend together so well. And it's very difficult to see any harsh lines here. And that is because they're so easy to blend. So I love to create a ink blended background for lots of my cards. Another important thing to know about Stellar inks is that they are water reactive. So if you have a blended background like this, you can just tap on some water droplets. You don't need to use another color of ink. You don't need to use a white splatter. You can just splatter on water and it's going to lift up that ink a little bit, spread it to the side, and create a little spot of splatter just from the water. So this is a really easy and affordable way, if you already have the ink pads, to add a little bit of texture look to the background. Sometimes I like to pat the entire panel with a piece of paper towel just to lift up more color more quickly so that you can see there all those tiny little droplets were made just with water. Another great way to use stellar inks is to layer them on top of each other. I'll be using the gifted stencil to highlight this technique. It's really easy. Obviously, you're just going to use the first stencil with one color of ink, and then in the second stencil, we use another color. And although the inks blend together really well and they do create new colors, they also let the colors kind of shine. So you'll see what I mean when we remove the second stencil. You can definitely see the two different colors of blue that I blended on here, even though they're on top of each other, even though they're layered. And that is really nice, especially if you love doing stenciling. So if you want to grab some of these new stencil sets, or if you have layering stencils in your stash, try them with the stellar inks. I think you will be pleasantly surprised at how nicely they come out. I just love these colors together. They look so pretty on those birthday gifts. The next technique is maybe one you wouldn't think of, but I love to stamp sentiments with the Black Widow stellar ink. And even though these inks are reactive with water, they work really well on both stamps, images, and sentiments. So let me show you how nicely this stellar ink in Black Widow, this is not one of the new colors, but I just wanted to show you how nicely it stamps a nice, crisp, clean, very black sentiment. And so whenever I'm using sentiments, I love to use that ink. Next up, you can try customizing your die cut colors. So instead of just swiping along the edge of a cardstock, I do a thicker swipe, two of them, sort of in the center of the cardstock. And that allows me to create my own colors of die cuts. So if you don't have cardstock colors that match what you're working with in your card, you can create your own die cuts, and you don't have to cover always an entire piece of cardstock. You can see I just did two swipes there. I got one flag for the background and one flag for the front that also has the sentiment cut out of it. Layer them together, and they're going to perfectly match anything I do with those colors of inks. Here I have High Tide, that is a previously released stellar ink, and then I also have Siren Song. Same type of deal, I cut one out for the base layer of the label, and then one out from the top layer that also has the sentiment cut out of it, and then just layer them on top of each other, and then this is ready to use with a whole host of those colors of inks and creating a card. Of course, it's always just fun to play around with ink colors, but the best part is using what we've created to make cards. So now let's create some cards. For this first card, I stamped out some of those number balloons and some of the strings and some of the star balloons that are in that number balloon set. So I'll use a little bit of liquid adhesive to adhere the balloons to the strings. So again, stamping is one of those great techniques with stellar inks. I have a panel that has stenciling, splatter, and now the stamping, and then I adhered it down to a piece of cardstock that I created a mat by swiping it direct to paper. Lots of techniques on one card. You can see how they all work really well together because you're able to use similar colors. You don't have to use the same exact color, but similar colors to make it really come together as a card. And then here we have those customized die cuts. Again, I used two colors from the rest of the card to create that die cut so that it all works well together. For this next card, I cut down the ink blended panel that I stamped a sentiment on, and I cut that down to 4 by 5.25 so I could mat it on an A2 piece of white cardstock. And then I'll take one of the watercolored stamped and die cut images and just place that right on top. Super, super simple. Everything coordinates perfectly because they're all using similar colors, and it's just a fun way to create with lots of ink on your card and make everything very customizable. For this next card, I started with the layered stenciling. I did create a background with cardstock. I stamped the sentiment with the Black Widow Stellar ink on a square that I just cut out of some white cardstock, and then popped up one of the watercolor and die cut little images there. And I love this sentiment. I'm only here for the cake, and that little alligator is eating an entire cake to itself, which I fully support. All right, next card, we have the mat that I created with direct paper swipe. We have stenciling, we have stamping the sentiment, and we have an image that was watercolored and die cut. So again, each of these cards really combines several of the techniques that I love into one card, allowing me to customize the colors and make it all come together. For the next card, I did want to show you the bold candle stencil and how to stencil the flames right above the candle. So you just move the stencil up and down. I also somehow lost some footage of using the Astro Paste. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous color, and you can see when it's dry, it's absolutely beautiful with some of these new colors of inks as well. So for this card, I actually cut down a piece of cardstock to 4 by 5 1/4, matted it on another piece of cardstock. It's not like you can't use cardstock anymore just because you have all these fun techniques to use with the inks. It's just sometimes if you don't have the cardstock to customize, you can definitely go in with some ink to create those mats instead. I don't know about you, but 12 new colors of Stellar ink felt like Christmas to me. Let me know if you're excited about this release and what colors are your absolute favorites in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.